Hello, my name is Thomas Norton, and I work in the Educational Technology Department at BJU Press. Today, I'm back with Flippity, and I want to show you one more tool that you can use here. Now, this tool will take a little bit longer to set up, but you'll be able to use it over and over in different ways in your class if you would like. So the tool I'm going to show you is called the Flippity board game. What I'll do first is click on the demo here and show you how it works. This is the practice game board. You'll notice that we have numbered spaces going around in a circle. We have some game tokens here in the middle. We also have some game cards at the bottom. So what your students can do with this game, if you're playing it as a class review game, you can put it up on the board, is you can have your students roll a number of spaces that they're going to go. So I rolled a 6, then we would move the red game token 6 spaces, and then you can add instructions to each space. So this little icon here will show you what you should be doing. There's also some game cards here that you can have students draw and answer some questions. So let's get into how do you build this board game. I'm going to go back to the Flippity page, and this time instead of clicking demo, I'm going to click the instructions. This game is built off of a Google spreadsheet. So you'll notice step 1 here says to make a copy of this template to build your game. So I'm going to click on that link. This will save a Google Sheets in your Google Drive. So when it asks you if you want to make a copy, click yes, make a copy. It will save in your Google Drive, and you'll actually be able to go there and get the link and modify this game whenever you would like. You'll notice as we get it open, there are several items across the bottom, several different sheets that will do different things. This first sheet, what it does is it lays out the actual board game, how it looks. So you'll notice here we have space 1. It's red and it has a little eye here. If we go back here, you'll see item 1 across the top. Red is written in this first column. It says appearance. And then the instruction is move forward 6 spaces. So if you've rolled and landed on this space, you can click on this eye. That's what goes in the blank, and it will tell you to move forward 6 spaces. It kind of helps to flip back and forth between the practice board game and the board game that you are working on, just so you can see what's going on and what each piece does. So if I wanted to get rid of the instructions, I can click clear there and get rid of them all. I can also change the color. Say instead of red, I want this first space to be black. I can just type in black, and Flippity will know how to make that work. So you can do that for all of your game spaces. Going down, you'll notice on the game board they have some images. You need to find a link to an image online. You can't have an image that's in Google Drive or on your computer, but you need to actually have a link to it. And there's some instructions on Flippity on how to do that if you would like. Of course, just to remove that image, all we need to do is take this page or that cell, and I'm going to change it to black as well. So what you can do is change your game colors, your tile colors. Say you want students to, if their team lands on a certain color tile, to take a card. So every time you land on a blue tile, you take a card out of here and answer a question. You can give that option to them. And then every time you get a blue tile, you can just say, draw a blue card. That's the game layout of the page. when you're working on this, remember never to edit anything that's in blue. So only edit anything that's over to the right in white. These images here, I would just leave. All these images are the start and the finish line. And then at the end, you'll see some that go with these game tokens as well. Once you've finished editing your appearance, you can also add a card deck. And they've got some answers here. I'm going to take them out. This may be a great place if you want to add questions for your students to answer. And if they answer them, they get to roll again, or they get to go forward so many spaces or go backwards. You can add instructions to them. So if I'm working in a math class, I may want to have my students do some multiplication facts. So I can do 2 times 3. I can also put the answer in here, 6, at the end. I'll do that also with 3 times 4, and the answer is 12. I'll show you what that looks like when you get the answers in a minute. The example board game only has one card deck, but you can add a second card deck. And all you need to do to add that card deck is to click on card deck 2 and add some more questions. So maybe this will be the addition card deck. We'll do 5 plus 1, that's 6. And we'll do 100 plus 30, that is 130. Once you finish adding your questions, you can move down to materials. And you'll notice there are some links here. I would just leave all of these links in. That is what gives you the game tokens that are going across the top here and allows you to slide them around. Same thing with the die. So we have die 1, side 1, side 2, side 3, all the way up to 6. You'll notice there are 6 links in here. That's the images for the die. You can also add a second die. The way to do that, the easiest way would be just to copy these links and paste them below into the second row where it says die 1 through, or side 1 through 6. Now I will have 2 dice to roll. Then as you scroll down, you have a few more options. You can change the color of your deck. So if we don't want this to be blue, we want it to instead be red. We can do that. Change the color here. As you play around with this, you'll get more familiar with how it works. A good way is just to practice, try something in the spreadsheet, and then look at it in published form and see how it works. So let me show you how to publish it and get your game. You click get the game link here. There is a very important step you need to do before you can find your game. And that important thing is you need to do what's in red here. It says do not forget to publish your spreadsheet first. It also says changes may take up to 5 minutes. And that is true. If you make a change, you might not see it show up in the game right away. So the way you publish it is you click File, and you're going to click Share, and this button that says Publish to the Web. And click Publish again. And when you publish it, this will make your game viewable to Flippity, and they'll be able to build their game off of it. So once you've hit Publish, you can click this link, and it will take you to the game that we just built. You'll notice some of the changes that we made are reflected here. We have our black space, our black tile for the first space. Our blue space up here has our instructions. If we click it, it says draw a blue card, which unfortunately we took away our blue cards. When you click a card, you'll notice it come up with our question, 3 times 4. Once your students answer it, they can check their answer by clicking the check mark. Same thing for the purple deck. And you'll notice that we have 2 die here. If we click the hand, it will roll both of them, and then our token can go the 8 spaces that we rolled here. So I hope this tool can be helpful. I hope that your class can have fun using it. I hope that you find great ways to use it in your classroom. I can't wait to see what you do, and I hope you have a great day.